Today I'm here to give you guys my basic training experience and the minimalist guide to pass. So here, I broke it up into 3 phases. You have your red phase, your white phase, and your blue phase. And I've also included like pretty much transitioning from MEPS to reception to hell. All right, y'all, so starting with MEP, like 4 mother flipping clock. You get up, they put you on the bus, and you go into this nice cold building, and it takes 20 minutes to get through security. Don't bring anything crazy, bro, because you're gonna have to take it off. So in your mind, you're freaking out. Am I gonna pass stuff? Do I lie like my recruiter told me to do? Or you're not really allowed to talk. You're not really allowed to look at anybody. You're not allowed to fall asleep. And you're just getting yelled at all day. I think it's like 12 hours maybe, depending on what you gotta get done. Your fate pretty much depends on the person ahead of you, right? As far as how quick you're gonna get through. You're gonna be standing in the hallway for a long time. System's probably gonna shut down too. So in your mind, right, you just finished MEPS. Oh yeah, we're finally gonna meet like the drill sergeants that I see on YouTube. You do meet a drill sergeant, but you're going to reception. Like I was in Jackson, old crusty building, right? And it's just like a million people there and they're walking in formations in and out. Some are still wearing like OCPs and tennis shoes. And pretty much during this process, you will be pouring out your bag, putting it back in the bag, going through, figuring out what stuff you can have. If your hair is in red, if it's not, you will be dyeing it with some $2 box dye, and you better pray that it gets the color that you need. So just go black. We ended up getting there at night, and they didn't even have enough beds for us. So like some of us just kind of stayed in the bathroom and just talked. Woke up kind of late actually, and you know, they're like, you better be out there, like time now. They're doing push-ups because they're waiting for you. So I go outside and then they bring us back up. No talking. Now you're learning how to stand behind people, space yourself out, count each other. Every person is valuable. It's just a bunch of briefs, a bunch of shots, a bunch of tests, a bunch of sizing of your uniforms, and a bunch of getting yelled at. I'm at the end of my week, whatever. A bus pulls up. I brought too much stuff, and there's a drill sergeant. I got introduced to a legit drill sergeant. Like,
get the fuck down!
So we all put our effing heads down, and we're just... So in my mind, I'm doing my hair, where we finna go. They don't want us looking at where we're going. Honestly, your best bet is just doing the 2 goddess braids and then linking them in the back and just wrapping your head at night. You're really not allowed to do that either, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You just gotta. Anyway, I remember before I went to basic, I watched videos about like girls who went through basic. And I remember this one that caught me, and I can't remember which one it was, but she was like, when you get there, they hurry you off the bus. They're cussing you out. They're like, get the heck off my bus. And you're like, I'm tired. These bags are heavy, bro. And I remember this girl saying, they're gonna make you hold the bags over your head. Like, you gotta like jog in place. And she was like, I didn't lift it off my head. I sat it right on top of my head. And they were yelling at me to lift it up. I didn't. So I did that too. So they're all basic. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I just stayed off the radar. I was a sham bag. So, I mean, I was just trying to get through it. Red phase for me was getting smoked every day. Every other hour, and barely any time to shower. Now, the definition of smoke is pretty much physical, intense physical training exercises. The favorite one, our favorite one, is the push-up. And now when you're first there, you know, you're probably a little fatty, probably not doing nothing. You see a couple people crying, a couple people sweating real hard. There's a couple people not fazed by it at all. You know, I was one of those people who was just irritated with it. As soon as I got a chance, I was laying on the ground. So, but yeah, for the most part, I was irritated. So we got smoked a lot, and it was really frustrating, and I was really tired, and it's hot, and you're in the same uniform all day. The first couple of weeks, you don't really have a time to do a lot of things. As soon as they wake you up, you're doing PT, running, probably 2 miles every other day. And yeah, just getting smoked, yelled at, and then a bunch of class. So the classroom is really a setup because they know that you're tired. They'll wait to the end of the day that you go eat, get smoked again. You go to the classroom, everyone's dirty, everyone stinks, everything, because y'all been out there rolling around. And they're talking, you don't know what they're talking about. And they're looking for someone to fall asleep. And I happen to be that person sometimes.
Brother, this guy stinks!
And you know, my friends are like, wake up. And I'm just like, nah, bro, just let it happen. And then you wake up, not at us, but throwing desk around. So yeah, shout out to me, the battle buddy. It was more than that too. A lot of the females, that's what they call us in the military. I'm not a person who call women women, were from the South. So one thing I've learned is that, you know, a lot of women from the South versus the other side of the country do things very differently. We talk to each other very differently. And, you know, there's some people who kind of mesh in the middle and they're able to maneuver and learn things. I'm one of those people who likes to learn from the other side. Yeah, there's a lot of tension there. I'm not going to lie to you. When I see something that, you know, I don't feel like it's right, I do get kind of vocal. Like, I do recall there were some girls getting bullied. This girl is like 10 times smaller than you and is not doing anything to you, but you're trying to make a scene, or you're just frustrated with how like this whole thing is going with yourself and you're having a hard time and you're bringing it on the wrong people. Yeah, it was a lot of frustration being thrown everywhere. Trying to explain to some women that we have to clean everything. There are some girls that are gonna go in there and they're gonna feel like, I'm not cleaning a toilet. Don't join the army. You'll be cleaning a lot of toilets. You'll be cleaning toilets that aren't even, you'll be cleaning the male's latrine. All right? I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you feel like you don't have to do nothing for nobody else, don't join the army. Please. Like, no one likes to do it, but when you have to do it to kind of just like get things over with, you got to do it. And then, you know, some people didn't like me because they felt like I thought I knew everything. But I mean, the book's in front of us. Just read the book. The answer's right here. Gonna read the book. Gonna read the answer. Like, so we can go to sleep. Basic, it's literally the bottom of my boot. Like, I really could care less. I hated basic training. But, you know, not one to really complain about it because I made it. Other side with the guys, you're not allowed to be alone with the male. You're not allowed to look at a male, to be chit-chatting. No, especially do not get caught keying with a male. You will get in trouble. They will find a way to get you out for that. All right? Don't do it. I'm telling you, that's what you thought you was going to do. Don't do it. You will always have a battle buddy with you. I always had a battle buddy with me. You may a battle boo that like slides you little letters or whatever. I see you. It's like, My white phase went a little like this, getting smoked at the range, right? So the gas chamber included. I can't remember when the gas chamber hit, but I do remember it being miserable. And pretty much you get like these pro masks and you put it on, like the little gas mask you see in movies or Call of Duty. And I went to this room filled with bleach water is what I'm gonna relate it to the most. It's just like you just swallowed and you're sniffing and swallowing bleach at the same time. And it just ticked me off. Like everything just I wasn't crying about it. It just was annoying. All the stuff was just annoying me. And I was just like, sucks. And it was hot as fudge. Another part of my white phase was, yes, the range. So you get issued weapons. You leave your weapon unattended, you're getting dropped. You let your battle buddy hold it for too long, you're getting dropped. You don't clean your weapon the right way, you're getting smoked. In fact, the whole battalion's gonna get smoked for you, everybody. If you're late to formation, everybody's getting smoked. And now that you're in white phase, you're gonna get smoked a lot longer. And they're gonna do it in intervals that go along with the regulation because they know they can't smoke you past, 40, 30, something like that, right? So then, get into that, and then you get to singing cadence, and then God forbid you get that one person who just cannot march. They're gonna teach you guys how to march. I recommend practicing facing movements before you go in, and you're gonna get smoked for that too, because drill sergeants are competitive and they really want to, and they will swear on their lives that if you don't know how to march, you're not gonna make it. You will. Then you go to the range, right? So you're targeting, they teach y'all how to shoot, everything. While you're waiting, you're gonna be at the range for about 6 hours. Yeah. So that's maybe 2 hours of you trying to like learn, and the rest of it, you're gonna be sitting down watching your battle buddies do it, and you're gonna be tired. And if you fall asleep, guess what's gonna happen? I'll do a quiz. You guys link in the comment section below. Guess what's gonna happen? In the midst of that, you also are taking PT tests. There is a physical requirement that you have to take, and they will make you keep taking it until you get to where you need to be at. AKA, just think of it like it's push-ups, sit-ups, and a run. It's changed now. We have the ACS. That was pretty much my white phase. I passed the PT test to blue phase. Blue phase is your last 3 weeks of basic training. You earned a phone call home. my people didn't answer. And throughout all the basic, my people did not write me. I had a couple friends write me. And if you want to know what that's like, think of the music video for Stan and think of yourself, POV, you're the obsessive fan over Stan. Dear Mr. I'm too good to write back. It was kind of annoying, and then people didn't answer the phone, and I only got like a 5-minute phone call, and it was just, that was kind of sad. Yeah, mail calls like every week. God forbid you get a lot of mail, and then it's only kind of sad because they put you in this giant battalion group and they call out your name, and certain people get like letters every week from significant others, from family members, stuff like that. The biggest part of Blue Phase is the forge. Now, the forge is a week where you're not going to sleep. Now, this is, when you hear about it at the beginning, you're just like, how am I going to do that? You're not going to sleep for the first freaking, you're not going to sleep through reception. I'm telling you that right now because they have no concept of time. You're going to be working and getting smoked all day. Also, with Red Phase, it's kind of going to prepare you for that because they're going to hit you with that, oh yeah, we're done for the day, 1700. And then they're going to come in.
Why in the do I go in the goddamn latrine and I see fucking nutsack stains on the fucking toilet seat?
Y'all make me hate my motherfucking.
You have fire guard. Somebody's supposed to be watching the room 24/7, right? And you do 2-hour shifts. One of your battle buddies, one of the females in your bay is not going to want to get up. She's going to catch an attitude. You know what's going to happen? The other girl's going to be like, well, I'm going to bed. So everybody's sleeping and you hear, get the F up. And guess what y'all going to be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? Guess what? One of your battle buddies is going to forget to lock their locker. While you're in class and the drill sergeants are checking your lockers, guess what? They're going to rip everything out of the lockers. I was one of those people, all right? And they're going to pour out all of your laundry detergent all over the floor and give your team 10 seconds to clean it all up. Anyways, the forge. Forge is a week long. You're going to be rucking every day. It's going to be hot as fudge. You're going to be rucking like, I think the goal is like 12 miles, 13. We ended up rucking about 14 because when we got in trouble, we had to ruck 2 miles around the perimeter. Yeah. And you've already been rucking for about, I want to say 2-3 hours because you guys take a little 5-minute break every 2 hours. So you've been rucking for a long time. And because of how big the unit is, it takes forever to get to the next point. And just when you get a rest after that, 5 hours, y'all get in trouble because you couldn't stand in the shape of a circle. Yeah, so you just keep walking in that circle for another 2 hours and you're exhausted, right? Well, after that, they finally let y'all sleep. There's no showers out there. You're baby wiping it. And you're intermingled with like dudes. It's like females, guys, females, guys, females, guys. And then so you have to find a way as a young lady to clean it up and switch them draws. So for me, as soon as it hit like dark, put a little OCP top over me, change my draws. That is the biggest thing. Bring a bunch of draws, bring some socks. Ain't no doo-doo stains where I live at. We don't do that. And then get those nice extra thick field wipes. Those are really good. Forge. So within that week, you're also doing combatives, which is like wrestling with people. Pugil, it's a giant pugil stick. You're exhausted and they're going to pick the biggest girls. And I'm like 5'9", so guess who is the biggest? Against the biggest girls. And I'm not that. Anyway, they were strong. I know this video was long, y'all, but I hope you guys were able to take something out of this video. I was kind of a dirtbag throughout basic. Like I said, I stayed on the radar, and when we got smoked, I was laying on the ground. I was that person, but I didn't get caught doing it. But definitely don't be like me. Be better than me. Just kind of remembering that everything that you do will affect the next person. So if you're not a team player and you don't really care about what happens to the next person, you probably shouldn't join the army because it's going to be teamwork for the rest of your military career. I promise you that. I can promise you that. All right. Just make it a little easier on your battles, bro, because that's all you're going to have. Like, those people, they're going to feel you. They're going to hurt with you. They're going to cry with you. You guys are going to argue with each other, period, point blank. But you're going to make it. And you know why you're going to make it? Because basic's not that hard. It's really just them throwing a million things at you, and they're building you so that you can handle all that under stress, because that's what's going to happen once you get downrange for deployments. If you're one of those people who actually get to deploy in your 10-year contract. Yeah, man, just you can do it. Just work hard, don't complain, don't be a crybaby, and clean.